In Ondo State, as political parties are wrapping up campaigns ahead of Saturday's governorship elections, the socio-political tempo in the state remains calm. A total of 17 parties are fielding candidates, while INEC confirms that more than 1.7 million prospective voters registered for the election. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has confirmed the arrival of sensitive materials, which are currently in the custody of the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Commission, that's INEC, has assured Nigerians it would improve on the shortcomings of the Edo polls. According to the INEC boss, in his words, we have learned a lot of lessons, not only from the last election, but also previous elections. Basically, there are two challenges. The first one is logistics for election, so polling units open promptly on election day, and the second being result management. And my assurance to voters in Ondo State is that they are going to see fast improvement in these two processes. Well, joining me on the program at this time to speak on their readiness and, of course, matters arising around Saturday's polls is Leye Igbabo. Is the Director of Media and Publicity of the People's Democratic Party, Ondo State. He joins virtually. Thank you for your time, Mr. Igbabo.
The pleasure is mine.
All right. Let me start by asking you that are you comfortable with the current arrangement, ahead of Saturday's election? Because we know that we've had the spokesperson to the chairman of INEC on this program. We had him yesterday, and he said they're ready, they're prepared, all seems well. We've also had members of the ruling party in the state, and they've also signaled their confidence in the process. So for the PDP, are you good to go?
Definitely, we are very good to go on our own. Very, very good to go. And we are very confident that we are going to make a very good showing in this very election. But then, we want to also join appealing to the INEC to please the humble hearts and the truly independent. It's not enough for the organization to say that they are ready, they are going to be, but they must be seen to be ready. They must be seen to be ready. So in this regard, ordinarily, you will recall that some few weeks ago we actually did say that the INEC, the rec, Ondo State rec is going to be a little bit biased because she stays in Ondo State, she lives in Ondo State, all our life is in Ondo State. So what we were expecting from our INEC is to just listen to us and then take this woman out of those places. We complain. It doesn't cost the organization anything as long as he wants the election to be credible and acceptable to all of us.
But I also remember having an executive of your party on this program who actually did say that if that woman is not taken out of the state, the peace accord will not be signed by the People's Democratic Party. But the party has signed the peace accord ahead of Saturday. So does that signal that you've moved past that?
Well, yeah, we have to. We have to because we have to. But it would have been nice, if INEC, just listen to us and ask this woman to go. I'm sure you understand what we're talking about. Somebody who lives all our life in a particular place will definitely have friends. We definitely have friends. Such person cannot be said to be, perfect and real, So what I expect the INEC to do is just to ask this woman to just leave. Even if it's for the purpose of this election, let her leave, and so we all can be sure. Let me tell you now. Recently, the APC, drew some list of names that are APC members to serve as INEC ad hoc staff. And that's the fact that we complained of it. This man still collected those names.
I'm sorry, I would need you to emphasize on that. You said the information, we will need clarity on that. You said you have some sort of information that the ruling party in the state, which is APC, drafted some members of its party as ad hoc staff ahead of the polls. Yes. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what they did. And we talked, we said, no, these are members of APC. Yet the INEC did not listen to us. These are the things that we're talking about. These are the things we are talking about. There's no way it can be on my heart because she lives all her life here. So now they are starting, they are already on the verge of compromising the electoral process by allowing, INEC to recruit, APC members. They are clear APC members. They are APC members.
All right, let's also look at the area of security, ahead of Saturday's elections. Do you have concerns?
Not really now. Not really. Except particularly in the local government. Last 3 days ago, we went there to do our rally, and it was very massive. They were intimidated by the rally, by the number of people that came to attend our rally and listen to our programs and policies. The following morning, they went on rampage. They began to shoot sporadically, against our members. As I speak with you now, we have some of our members that are brutally injured and critically injured, and they are receiving treatment now.
You said some individuals shot at your rally.
No, they didn't. The following day, when they saw the rally, they were intimidated by the massive turnout, the acceptability of the party. And so they couldn't stomach it. The following day, they began to shoot sporadically at us. They critically injured some of our members that are receiving treatment as I speak to you right now.
Are you able to confirm the identity or the source of these gunmen, or are they unknown gunmen?
I think they masked. They covered their faces. But you should know. You should know. Your guess should be as good as mine. They covered their faces. But then you should know who they are. Well,
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I told you they masked their faces. We couldn't really see them. But what I'm trying to let you know is that you should know. You should guess who those guys would be.
Unfortunately, I'm unable to guess because, I didn't witness it. But since you brought it up, I just thought that it's important that we state it out there for clarity.
You didn't witness it, but I'm telling you what happened. That the APC came and shot at our people. They are receiving treatments now. We couldn't have shot ourselves, And I told you that we held a rally day before yesterday, and because they saw the massive turnout, the acceptability of our party by the people of Ondo, don't forget that the deputy governorship candidate of this party is from Idore. And so we received massive turnout from the people of Idore. And don't forget that this deputy governorship candidate is philanthropist. So they came out en masse to support him, to give him solidarity. And they were threatened, they were intimidated by such massive turnout. And the next thing they did the following morning is to continue to shoot sporadically, openly, but they put on masks. So it's a lot of security concern. We have to express our concern on that the security should do something serious to ensure that they protect lives and property as we approach the election.
All right. Let's move to, of course, another issue, which, of course, has to do with the issue of, infrastructure in the state. Your party has also raised concerns as regards some projects, by the current administration, which they deem, maybe if it's, outrageously, will I call it expensive or fictitious? I'd like you to speak on that.
Now, the good thing in the 10-month administration of Governor Kayode is that this the decision has exposed the governor's incapacity, lack of capacity, lack of pragmatism, to lead a state. What do I mean? Now, the governor did not start from the scratch. You don't forget that he was part of the late governor Akeredolu's regime as deputy governor. So he understood what was going on. So he doesn't need to make a trial and error method. I expected him that as soon as he took over the mantle of leadership at Ondo State, he should just hit the ground running, because their projects were already on ground. For For example, there are road infrastructures that are already on that. But I speak to you, Madam Oda, it's very unfortunate and lamentable that the governor has not been able to either commission or flag off or complete any project that that is in Ondo State. And again, unfortunately, even the street of Akure, the state capital that was once regarded as the cleanest city in Nigeria, has become the shadow of itself. With stenches oozing out, and which will also lead to possible outbreak of epidemics. So the point I'm trying to make here is that the 10-month administration of Governor Aiyedatiwa has exposed him. It has exposed its lack of capacity, in that it does not have the pragmatism to lead a state. And so the masses will demonstrate that, this next Saturday. There's nothing to show for the 10 months administration that he has been in the saddle. Notwithstanding that there is a humongous amount of money from the state, from the federal allocation. You know that because of the issue of subsidy removal, there has been an increase in allocations from the federal government to state. And he actually acknowledged it, during this debate, that he actually acknowledged that yes, the money has increased in Ondo State. So what has he used the money to do? The education is in comatose. The health center has become mortuary center. There's nothing that is working here. In those days, where we have basic health center, mother and child hospital, pregnancy women will go and deliver with that money. Nothing of that nature is happening now. The place has become moribund. So it has actually exposed him that it doesn't have the capacity to lead, and the masses, those same people are going to demonstrate that, come this Saturday.
All right. Now, on this program, I've brought members of the ruling APC party who have said that your party in the state seems to be shrinking. But before I, give you the opportunity to respond to that, let's go on a quick break. When we return, of course, we'll land on that one. Stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. This is still Politics HQ on News Central Television. And of course, we are discussing matters around the forthcoming Ondo Governorship election that will be holding this weekend in Nigeria. I have with me Leye Igbabo, is the Director of Media and Publicity for the People's Democratic Party Ondo State. Thank you for staying with me, sir. Now, I've had members of the opposition, that's the ruling party in the state, that's the APC, come and say that members of the PDP in the state are defecting, to the ruling party in mass, and that the party, is pretty much shrinking. One even said about 70 to 90%, of members of the PDP are now members of the ruling party. Does that worry you?
Those who think that they perhaps be living in fantasy, because this particular election is an election between APC and the masses that are oppressed, the masses that are repressed, the masses that are misoppressed, the masses that have been downgraded, the masses that are living in squalor, in disease, in hopelessness. So the election is not between APC and PDP, it's not between PDP and bigwigs. We are talking of those that have been dehumanized. We are talking of those that have been devastated. We are talking of those that have been frustrated and infuriated by the hopeless policies of this administration.
But aren't you bothered that members of the party are moving out of the party in mass to join the ruling party?
Sorry?
Aren't you bothered that your members are leaving your party to join APC?
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. I said the election that we are going to conduct, that's going to hold this Saturday, is an election between APC and the masses. Forget about those that are defected. And don't forget also that as they are going to APC, APC are also defecting to us. And
really?
About those that are
really?
Hold on.
Really?
Hold on. Those that are defecting to our party are much more higher than those that are defecting to APC. Because those that are defecting to APC that you're talking about now, they are individuals who parade themselves or who think that they are big wigs. But those that are defecting to us are grassroots people that are suffering from the maladministration of this administration. So they are the ones that are defecting. So we are in the majority. So don't look at it as if those that are defected, they are individuals who are mercantile politicians. They are itinerary politicians. The people of Ondo State have known them. They are non-mercantile politicians, fair weather politicians. So they're not looking towards those people. I'm sure. If I may ask of you, how many people followed them? Those you said that they have become. How many of the followers followed them? Nobody followed them. They went on their own because they have their reasons for going into such a party. They went to such a party for pecuniary consideration. So those that are hungry, those that are angry, those that are deprived, they are suffering deprivation and devastation. They are the ones that will vote this government out. I can bet it with you. I can bet it with you that come 24 November 16, this Saturday, I am going to tell you that you will see how the masses will respond to and Governor Electoral's misadministration. How do we say? Those that are living, what have they said their reasons for living? It's for pecuniary consideration, for their self-aggrandizement. Okay. The people that are saying know this, and they are not following them, and they are not coming. Okay. We receive the debaters from SLDO, from Ilaje, from the local government, from Okitipa local government, from Ileruji local government, from Odigo local government, from Ondo local government, Ileruji local government, Ondo East local government. Okay.
Because we need to go.
I'm talking of masses, voters, those who are hungry, those who are angry, those who are actually affected by the misadministration of this government. Those are who we are receiving. Forget about those names that are talking about. This election is between the masses and the APC. The masses that have suffered neglect, the masses that have suffered hopelessness, the masses that have suffered deprivation, the masses that have suffered degradation in the midst of plenty. These are the people that we are talking about. And I can just hold on by this Saturday, you will understand what I'm talking about.
And of course, Saturday is just around the corner. I would see how all of this pans out. But in 30 seconds, I'd like you to just drop a final comment, on this matter.
Yeah, my comment is that I want the people to appeal to INEC and the security agencies. If they do their just professionally and patriotically, this election, as a matter of fact, during elections, you can win, you can lose. But when you lose gallantly, when you lose respectively, where everything is placed, in an orderly manner, where INEC is unbiased and impartial, where security agencies, conduct themselves in a professional manner, we will be okay with it. And I know that in such situation, we are going to win. So I am appealing. I'm using this opportunity now to appeal again to INEC to live up to what they talk. All that they have said, all that they are saying, that they will ensure credible and fair election, I want them to do so. The security agents, I want them to be unbiased, and the result will be fantastic.
All right. Thank you so much for your time on the program. Mr. Leye Igbabo is the Director of Media and Publicity of the People's Democratic Party in Ondo State. Thank you once again.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me.
All right.